also said it's like Essex and Elizabeth I. That's what we were saying. Yeah. Because it's like we're putting on this front. We've got to do this thing where we're ambassadors, we're peace ambassadors. We've got to make sure everything's okay. She's got to be the strong chancellor, and then behind the scenes we can go.
I'm having flashes of things I don't remember. Procedures, surgeries.
Sweet Tyler, open the cell, and I'll tell you everything you want to know.
Your plot last season, it had so much to do with trauma and abuse, and especially right now, how important was it to you to bring a sensitivity to that, both to you as survivor and you, at least ostensibly, within the series as attacker?
Sci-fi and fantasy is our modern mythology, and they are a window in. There are ways to like deal with these larger issues, and that was very important to me, that I could be a vessel to help us take a different look, reevaluate how we view these very traumatic situations. And it's something that we continue to explore in the second season, which I'm really proud about. There are conversations that Laurel and Tyler need to have, and they happen. And I think it's a very, very complex issue that I feel very strongly about. And I hope that we will be able to satisfy fans that want to hear more on both character sides of the story.
Talk to me a little bit about that dynamic going into season 2 and the history that you have in all of its forms. How is that going to kind of drive that relationship?
We were calling it a Greek Shakespearean kitchen sink drama.
Yes.
That's a really good way of putting it.
Yeah.
We get to do all the grandiose, Klingon things. We also said it's like Essex and Elizabeth I. That's what we were saying. Because it's like we're putting on this front. We've got to do this thing where we're ambassadors, we're peace ambassadors. We've got to make sure everything's okay. She's got to be the strong chancellor, and then behind the scenes we can go and confide in each other and help each other and support each other, and our confusion of what our relationship is, and try and have these. We've got time, you were saying, to listen now to each other rather than just go get up in each other's face and
be like But our interactions, in the first season, certainly in the latter half, before he realized who he was, were always very heightened, very intense, and it's just it's a time of decompression.
I put a phaser to you at one point, didn't I?
Yeah, that was one of my favorite scenes Jonathan Frakes directed. The complexity, like we wanted in that scene, we didn't want it to just be some sort of like homage to Hannibal Lecter. We wanted it to be this person has a Klingon identity inside of him, and it's coming out and it's not coming out, and I'm trying to awaken it. And it was just like very important that we played the truth of the scene and then knew that the audience would be seeing it in a different light.
Captain on the bridge?
Acting, Captain.
Saru wants so much to be captain, and finally is. Is there going to be some interesting power struggles when Captain Pike joins the fray?
Saru is finally captain, acting captain.
Right.
I don't have the right pips to give me that rank yet. I'm holding that position is all. So I know it's temporary, but at least I have this one trip. We're gonna make a voyage to Vulcan to get our new captain assigned. I know. But the trip got cut very short. We weren't even out of the driveway yet. And we get a distress call from Enterprise. And now it's like, okay, so here comes Captain Pike to board us and give us some information about who, okay. So yes, I'm territorial. Yes, I would love to have the captain's chair for longer, but he's one of the captains that I asked the computer to list off for me in episode 5 last year with what captains have been decorated, why were they decorated, and how am I comparing with them? Pike was one of them. So I know who he is, I respect who he is. And so that he's got the nurturing captain thing that I can be a first officer with that I did not get from Captain Lorca. So he's happy about that.
This season seems to be a lot focused on family. And we've learned that you have an interesting family dynamic with Saru's sister. There's going to be some meeting of the family. And then we learned in Runaway, you've also got a complicated family dynamic. Yeah, how is that going to be informing your characters this season?
Well, it definitely just fleshes out character. I mean, the more you know about someone's past, the more you know about like the way that they operate, the habits, the neural pathways that are really carved in there. So it's super helpful as an actor, and I hope for the audience too to really flesh out our characters.
Yeah, yeah. And Michael Burnham, of course, she's an adopted sister with Spock. That's talked about, has been talked about. She finally meets him, reconnects with him, reunites with him. I talk about my sister at some point early in the season, and then we're going to meet her as well when we visit my home planet of Kaminar. So, and yet in the meantime, she and I, in the absence of our siblings that we have not seen in years and years, have found each other as kind of surrogate siblings. So this family idea carries us through. It really does.